Hey guys, we are installing an exterior door on a new construction home, and we're going to walk you through how we do it. There's tons of ways to do it, so I'm super excited to see what the comment warriors tell me that I'm doing wrong. First step that we're going to do is, as you can see, our house wrap is tucked all the way into the house. We're going to flash this very similar to what we would do a window on a new construction. Just like a window, we leave one layer of the house wrap flipped up so that when we install our J channel for our vinyl siding, that will get tucked and taped inside the J channel so you can see that when you come outside. But to start, we're going to flash our sill down here, our threshold. And just like a window, we're going to run it up 6 inches up each side. And we're going to cut that and install this just like such. That's beautiful. As soon as John gets that going, we like to use this stretch tape for our corners. This stuff is magnificent. It's made by Zip Systems. You only need 6-inch pieces. A 20-foot roll is about $60, so you don't want to try to flash the whole thing in this, if you ask me. Let me help you out. So we do our bottom threshold first. Beautiful. Just like such. Go ahead and start peeling me. As with all flashing tape, as soon as you get done, it's good to roll it. The way that you want to do any window or any door is you want to think of it so that whatever is above is lapping on the outside of whatever is below. So our corners will want to be installed next, and then after our corners, we're going to want to run the sides of our doors down to lap over the top of those corners. You got the other piece? You got it. This Zip System stretch tape is really, it's pretty magnificent. A 6-inch piece will stretch easily to probably a foot if you really wanted it to. We don't ever stretch it to that, but it will absolutely do that.
It is by far the most superior product I've used.
So after we get done with that, we're going to go ahead and measure for our sides here. So we run this from the top all the way to the bottom. Good. Thank you. And then we'll just take this. We need 2 of them. So we're going to go ahead and measure the second one. Good John boy. We'll do these together if you want.
Yes, sir. Pretty sure done.
Oh, great. Most important thing is to drop it on the ground right before you're ready to install it. That's what I like to do. All right. We're gonna leave this proud just a hair, okay? I'll hold you. You start pulling. Yeah.
Speed square.
Yeah. Again, so our sides are coming down and it's lapping on top of what's beneath it, our corner piece, and on top of our threshold. So if water runs down, it doesn't have a chance to get behind that seam. Good. My kids are playing in the background, if you hear that. That's what a good childhood sounds like. That is a staple sticking out. That felt good. Nice gust of wind right there. So now we got it flashed in. The next thing you're going to want to do, make sure you got a nice clean surface, and you're going to want to put a good quality caulk down. And whenever you do, make sure that you leave a really big bead, and you don't want to set it right to the edge of your threshold. The theory is that water can get trapped and then it'll just be sitting there. So we always set ours kind of midstream here, but we cut a big hole in the top of the caulk gun. We're not just putting like a little 1/4 inch bead, we're putting like a big inch of caulk down. We like OSI Quad or Quad Max, either one of them, they're both really good. Some people prefer DAP, like 230 or something like that. I prefer this stuff. Let's cut that a hair bigger too, John. I got you. Yeah, I'll be good. Okay. So while John throws a nice big bead of caulk down there, there's different ways of installing an exterior door. Most of the time your exterior door is going to come installed with trim on it. Some people don't like to take the trim off prior to installing the door. We do it both ways. It really comes down to your wall. Today we went ahead and removed the trim just to show you how that is. The benefits of not removing the trim is your door can just sit there and it's not going to want to rock on you. The downfall is a couple things. You're not able to shim from both sides whenever your trim's on there, because your trim would be sitting here and you can't trim from here and here. So a lot of times what will end up happening is you're wedging the backside of your jamb. Whenever you remove the trim, you're able to shim from both sides, which makes it a much more flat surface. The other big benefit is if your wall isn't perfectly plumb, or for you comment warriors, I'm going to call it level, if it's not perfectly level. So if your wall is not perfectly plumb, then you're forced to just stick with what the wall gives you. Whereas if you're a 1/4 out of plumb, you can recess one side, either the bottom or the top of your door just a hair. So we went ahead and removed the trim today to show you this. As you see, John's got a nice big bead of caulk down here. Before you go to set your door, make sure you've removed extra stickers and stuff that could get in the way. Take your hardware off. Ours are typically come installed. And then pull the pin that holds your plug in, so that, don't remove the plug yet, but just kind of press it flat. That way, whenever you go to set your door, you don't forget, and then you have to pull the door out, remove the pin, and then you're literally going to take it and you're going to set it. Oh, geez. That was good. Okay, open that door up for me. Good. So a nice little trick here is to get yourself a construction jack. If I let go of this right now, it's going to want to fall in. So as you can see, John's got a construction jack right there. You can take that and just keep jacking up here a little bit. Right there. And what he did is that's now holding the door. As you can see, we don't have to do anything. The door is just sitting there by itself. That's a big benefit. If you didn't take your trim off, you wouldn't need that as much, because the trim is going to hold your door in place. But again, I like to take the trim off just in case my wall isn't perfectly plumb. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get yourself pretty plumb right here. We're pretty close. Sitting a little proud. You might have to take me down just a hair, John. Go down just a little bit. So that is as perfectly plumb as it can get. And this is one of those times where we're flush with the bottom of our door, but as we come up, we're just a hair recessed. And if we had our trim on there, we would not be able to do that. Beautiful. So we got our hinge side perfectly plumb. And now a little trick is that you can take a laser level, and this is going to be a little difficult to see, but you can set your laser level so that you put it either on the outside of your door or the inside of your jamb. I don't know if you can see that. Here, I'll show you over here. So what you can do is you can set this so that it is perfectly on the side of your jamb here, but we're gonna do it on the hinge side first. And as you can see, as it starts to go up, that it's not staying perfectly in line with the edge of this jamb. Right? You see that? So that means that we need to bring this whole thing over just a hair. But we're going to do that on the hinge side first so that we can get it set. Perfect. Take your hardware. John, we got a Phillips. And most of the time when you're using an exterior door, you're going to look at your hinges here, and you're going to have an empty spot. And they'll typically give you hardware screws that come with it. I hate these things because I hate Phillips bits, but that's what we're left with. So our bottom is perfectly on the line there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set this screw to it. So we moved her just a hair there. Back that out. Tell me where I look on my line. How am I looking?
Your middle of the hinge.
So set me right on the edge of this right here. Good?
You want me with the laser or with the hinge?
Laser.
And battery's dead.
Outstanding. Got it?
Right
Okay. So now we have a screw set in the bottom, but it looks like we need to be bringing our door in up top. So what we can do is we can set another set screw, get our door in line with it, shim to it, and then as soon as we're to it, we can suck our screws down. How am I looking up top? Can you see? You might have to pull your laser back a hair. So we got the light, the sun shining directly on us. If we were able to close the door to show you, it'd work great. So I'm just going to take a level and show you here. We're perfectly plumb right here. We're not cinched all the way down, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take shims and we're going to shim along this door. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull our weather stripping back here. If I can get my finger in there. And this is where I like to set my set screws for the jamb and the hinge side. You can pull this back and you're going to want to drill a pilot hole here. And then you're going to put another screw in through here, and that really gives this a good anchor instead of trying to depend on just one of these here. You got another shim, a couple shims? So shim on mine right there, towards the top.
I already got the top hinge. You want all the way up?
Yeah, go up to the top. Well, we can go right there, that's fine. I can't see your... Shim on top of that there, would you? You got her? Okay. Same thing down here, we're gonna go on the middle hinge. Got it? So now this one's set, the top one's set. So we're going to put in our last hardware screw. Dang it, John. It's perfect. Oh, man. So now we can cinch this one down just a hair. Okay, and our bottom is already pretty flush, but we're going to try to shim just behind it just a little bit. Can you get down on the bottom there, John?
Got you, bud.
You good?
Yes, sir.
John, it didn't move. Is that bad? That's perfect. and we are still perfectly plumb in both planes. So now, this side of the door is effectively done. Like I said, as soon as we're done setting the other side, we'll come back in behind this weather stripping, and we will drill some pilot holes right alongside these shims, and we will put some actual other screws in just to help make it a more sturdy door. So let me come inside, John. This is where the laser, you'll probably be able to see it a little bit more clear. So this is going to ensure that you got a nice, perfect reveal. And as you can see, we're running really good up to right here. But as we get to the top, it's starting to flex out just a little bit. So we're going to shim all the way up to here because it's already perfect. And as you can see, John's doing that. So we're going to shim right to there, and then we'll be able to screw into that, and our door should shut pretty perfectly. Grab me a couple here. Can you watch the laser for a second, bud? Perfect. You got a pilot, a drill set up?
Yeah.
So this is where I'm talking about. You're going to pull your weather stripping back. You don't necessarily have to drill a pilot hole. I just always do on anything that's finished because I don't want to split it. Okay. Maybe a hair too much. Ah. Right there. Beautiful. Okay. You got one? You ready down here? This from this side, bud. Right. Oh, yeah, I see where you're at. My bad.
You're good, bud.
Thank you. Beautiful. All right. So this top one needs to pull over a little bit, as you can see. Can you watch your head, bud? We're losing our line, so we actually need to pull this one too just a little bit. So we're gonna probably do two more. We're gonna do one like right here. And we'll do one up towards the top. You got 2 wood screws. You're the man. Let me get it started and we'll suck it to, and then we'll shim to it. Watch the laser for just a second. Okay, one more screw. I love you. You're too good to me, John. Okay, watch the laser for just a second. Right. There, perfect. Okay, now we're gonna shim to that, and then we'll suck those screws down. Where's the screw? Go directly above it so it doesn't fall out. Stick it through a little bit more. All right. Drill down here. Perfect. Okay. Pretty spot on. Okay, I like it. Last thing to do is come over here, and exactly like we did on the other side, just to reinforce the hinge side, is we're gonna pre-drill 4 spots all the way down, 2 in the middle, 1 on each end, and we're gonna set some more wood screws. So if you like this video, like and subscribe. Basic installation. The only thing you have left to do now is trim your shims and put your casing back on. So hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed, and hope you learned something. Have a great day.